All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cubone. My name is Quentin, and today we are back with more Pokemon Legends ZA. We have a new look. I went ahead and set myself up with. I did like the previous look, but I like this one just quite a bit better. And like I've said before, I want to have a different clothing set each stream, and or you know, each day that I stream would be a better way to put it. But I believe, yeah, we just need to go talk to AZ.
Hang on, let me see the fit again, real quick.
The fit.
Looking like my English teacher. I have to try and ruin it every time. Why are you putting it on a trench coat? Okay.
That was going to be the new fit. That reminds me, I need to get a Riolu / Lucario at some point, because it's just really good for farming Mega Crystals.
Spells what you say.
Riolu and Lucario. You know who Lucario is.
I know. I just know the way you said it back to back is just really funny.
I don't think I have one, do I? God, there's surprisingly still a lot of Pokemon I don't have. Somehow I never got a Pidgeot. So I never got an Ampharos because I want a shiny one. Roserade is somewhere.
I am gonna be right back with you.
Gotcha. Need a Barbaracle, need a Florges, need Starmie, need Meowstic, Pyroar, Pangoro, Garbodor. Damn. Yeah, there's so many Pokemon that I don't have yet. Alakazam, or yeah. The Gengar line, Aegislash, Pan Sage, the only one I still need there. Gallade, Altaria, the evolution to Spritzy. Aromatisse, I think is right. Swirlix evolves into the other cotton candy Pokemon. I don't remember what its name is. All of the Eevees. So, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon. So that's all of those. Lopunny. I know it's the evolution of this. Vanillux. Crocodile, Garchomp, Slowking probably. Electric. Yeah, because I think it's Tynamo, Electric, Electros. Dragonite. All of the Gen 1 starters are all going to be right here. I think it's actually kind of interesting that that this happens to be around the 150 mark, because there were originally 151 Pokemon. Then, by the way, should I switch out Gyarados for Squirtle and take a Blastoise with me? I like Blastoise. Malamar, Goodra, Frostlass, and Gabite. Not Gabite. Glalie. Noivern. Alright, we finally reached a patch where I don't know what Pokemon I'm missing here. Like, there's no indicator as to what those could be. If I had to take a guess... No, I have no idea. Not even the slightest. You might be getting a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Hell yeah! Definitely worth it. What the fuck? Y'all, why? So we have the Froakie line, then Phalanx, then the Chespin line, then Skarmory, then the Fennekin line. That's so weird. Cool. I know what 90% of the Pokemon I'm missing are. This is the only section of the Pokedex where I don't know what Pokemon I'm missing. Because these are all legendaries, I guarantee it. This is the only section where I have no idea. That's cool. That means I'm effective. Like, I am the better part of done with the Pokedex. Let's go to Hotel Z. And I'm sorry, Pickles. You've done well, and I appreciate you. But it's time for you to retire. It's time for someone else to join the team. Oh, cool. It'll be really easy to level up Squirtle. I don't know if we'll get him quite to level 50, but we'll certainly be able to evolve him. There's 27. We still have 13 mediums. He's gonna be in the 40s. I think we'll get to like 41 at least. Yeah. So there we go. Squirtle is underleveled, but not by much. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves a Blastoise. Oh, the fossils! That's absolutely what those are. I'm pretty sure I bought fossils, too. This game is very loud. I need to drop down the volume a lot. I'm shouting. It is totally the fossils, though. Alright. Let me know if that's too quiet. But it should be relatively okay. Yay! What is up with Blastoise's face? Why? Blastoise looks different, and is it that he has a nose? Did he not have a nose before? No, his face model's definitely different. He's chunkier. There's 5 missing on that row. Yeah, so we have Tyrantrum. Oh, Tyrunt, Tyrantrum, Amora, Amoris, and Aerodactyl. So Aerodactyl's the last one. Blastoise looks pretty cool. I need a name for this Blastoise. Do you have any ideas, Common Gamer? What should I name my Blastoise? While I go... Do I have the fossils already? Would they be here? I have Old Amber. Okay, I have one of each. Let's go get ourselves those fossils. I'm okay. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a shiny to start off the stream. That happens sometimes. Meat shell. You know what? You know what? I'll compromise. Check it. His name is Mel. Meat shell. Is that reasonable? Alright, let's go get ourselves some fossils. Let me quickly drop off those 3. We'll grab them in a minute. Awesome. Alright, so if you talk to this guy, he'll actually give you money to buy a fossil. Do you know that the Stone Emporium here in Lumiose is... I did. They're the Jaw Fossil and the Sail Fossil. I've had my eye on them for a while now, but I just can't decide which one to get. Can't wait to play ZA. It's fun. It genuinely, like, most fun I've had with a Pokemon game in a long time. And I've enjoyed the Pokemon games of the last, like, 6 years. Would you mind picking one out for me to break the deadlock? Choose whichever one you like. Thank you. That's 20,000. He just essentially paid me back for one of them. And I've already got the fossils, so... Welcome back. Did you buy one of the fossils I asked for? I did. Let's just... Why does it give you the option to do any of that shit? Anyway, sail fossil first. So you chose a sail fossil. Thanks so much. I'll restore it right away. Wait here just a second. Woohoo! Amora. So, for what it's worth, this one cannot be shiny, but, the others can be. I think you should be the one to raise this Amora. You were very kind to carry out my odd request. That makes you a trustworthy trainer in my book. I believe to evolve them, you need them to be, level 36 in the day and night, respectively. And then Aerodactyl obviously doesn't evolve, so... I've always liked that Aerodactyl is a reference to Jurassic Park, because the old Amber is a reference to, in the first Jurassic Park, they got the initial dinosaur DNA from blood in a mosquito trapped in amber. I always thought that was pretty cool. Now the fossil gets to be a living Pokemon again. Yay. If you find any fossils of amber, you bring them right to me. I sincerely doubt I could get a shiny out of these right now, but I will hunt for them later. For now, I just want them in the Pokedex. Now that fossil gets to be a living Pokemon again. Take good care of it. Find any fossils or amber, you bring them right to me. Cool. Easiest way to level a Pokemon up is just to take it into the ZA Royale at night and repeatedly reset a trainer that you can easily defeat. So I may go ahead, set it to night real quick and grind out some XP so I can level those guys up. Blue T-Tar. Oh yeah, Tyrantrum's blue. I do like that. I do really want a blue T-Rex. That would be kind of fucking dope. If I get... They can be alpha as well. So theoretically, you could get a shiny alpha Tyrantrum. I want that so badly. Alright, let's teleport in. Awesome. If I can find... Sorry, I'm not really interested in battling you. If I can find a trainer by an entrance, that'd be ideal. I don't... What do I do about you? I'm not battling you. I have no interest in battling you. Alright, so the way this works is I'm gonna go in here, go to this Aeron here, or Lairon, water gun it. Well, I need it to die, so that... There we go. That gave actually a bunch of XP. And now we just leave. Let me drop these guys off so they don't overlevel while I'm doing this. Oh, Pickles is there, right. There we go. See, if we just don't kill that camera up, we're fine. I should probably update Mel's moves, because it's occurred to me he actually doesn't have very good moves. Actually has higher special defense. That's surprising. Well, we can put Hydro Pump on there. Put Flash Cannon, because why not? Iron Defense is a good move. We might take that. Yeah, Protect is probably a good idea. I'm gonna take, actually... I'm gonna take Surf over Hydro Pump, because that faster reset is gonna be more useful. And then we can actually take Ice Beam. So now we should be able to incredibly easily one-shot this. Where'd you go? What? They disappeared. Damn it. Remind me I need to buy the Blastoise site from, I need to buy the Blastoise site from the Emporium. Alright. So these guys are getting actually pretty quick XP. It's not the best, but it's alright. You can kind of just repeat this ad nauseum. It's a little further away than I'd like, but... if I get away too quickly, they don't respawn right away. No thanks. Welcome back. Got some jobs for you.
Packages arrived and then I got roped into conversation.
I'm leveling up some Pokemon real quick by repeatedly abusing this trainer.
The good news is I have the belt for my Scarlet Spider set up.
Oh, dope. How's that look?
It looks good. It's not specifically Scarlet Spider. It was just like comic book utility belt was what it was called.
Gotcha.
Some of the like bio images that people had was like Red Hood and wearing it.
Fair enough. Coming Gamer, I have actually gotten a couple shinies. So there's a side quest you can do in this game to get a free shiny. You get a shiny Mareep, and 5 minutes after I did that, I got a full odds shiny Flaffy, and then at the end of that stream, I got a shiny Flabebe. So we're actually doing pretty all right on shinies. I feel like this is still taking forever, but this is the fastest. This is the fastest level up method I've got. How many revives do you think this person's burning through?
Yes.
Also, I'm sad to say we are retiring Pickles. And we are going to be adding Mel to our team, the Blastoise. Thing is, I want these guys to be level 36 so I can evolve them real quick. That's taking time. For what it's worth, I just put Mel on the team and Mel was level 5. Now Mel's level 44, so that time flies. Oh, that didn't kill you? Shit. Alright, well this is taking forever. I will... What do I have in terms of... I have 45 Mega Shards. I'll just farm some and evolve those later. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and move on with the story, because this is taking forever. So for now, Mel is just gonna be a little underleveled, and that's fine. You're gonna go in here. That's my fossil box for the time being. Alright, and then... Oh, I do actually need... I don't believe I've bought it yet. Yeah, I gotta go get the... I gotta go get the Mega Stone for Blastoise. Hi, Alpha Fletchling. I'm sure you're very impressive in Wild Zone 1, but I am not impressed. I'm waiting for the day where we come across a human with that, just a giant human with glowing red eyes. And you'll be like, oh, it's a shiny.
Fuck.
I said shiny, I meant alpha. Alright, that is $100,000. Holy shit. You know, I guess I am battling tonight. I don't need a lot. Sneak up and start with steel type moves. Oh, come on, you didn't see me. I was behind that potted plant. Laron used the Huntrix move. Stop following me, you weirdo. Alright, I'll actually beat you this time. It won't even be really that difficult. Yay. Alright, I need like 30,000 points. If I just do 10 battles and get some coins out of it, that should be plenty. Just need a path. There is no way to avoid your gaze if I am not, like, prepared for it. Once you get close enough... That was the wrong move. Alright, well, you get to live for a second because I need to reset that battle. You're very fast. Where do I... Let me out. I don't want to battle you. Okay. There we go. Oh no, very scary. Oh, you're actually gonna kill me. Oh no, you're not. I'm good. Almost, though. Alright, one more of those will give me 200 coins. I'm actually nowhere near where I need to be yet. Why are you there? It's just fucking rude. Alright, good enough. In hindsight, I should have thought about how... Because my whole point there was that I used an electric type because it'd be resistant to his. I didn't think about how his would also be resistant to mine. That one wasn't. Alright. So... At 5 battles, we'll have 1.5 times... what dragon type moves do I have on me? Shit, none, because I don't have Gyarados anymore. Can't you learn a dragon type move? I swear you can learn Dragon Rage or Dragon... You can definitely learn Dragon Pulse. But that's probably later. Can any of you learn dragon moves? I feel like it's kind of a stretch for any of the rest of you to have them. It's only 100 coins. Not even gonna bother. I don't really have time. I just need some quick cash, and you guys look very weak. Ah, I hit the wrong button. No! Dawn is approaching. Well, tell her to stay in Gen 4. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Five water type moves, huh? Damn. That's gonna be interesting. Got one. Got two. Three. Oh, that didn't hit. There's 4. Wait, no, that's still 3 because the other one didn't hit. Oh my god, you are so frustrating. Yeah, dodge that. Okay, I need one more water move, and I need to knock out 2 Pokemon with electric. Alright. And one more knockout with electric, and that'll be 175. Manectric's back-to-back Thunder and Thunderbolt is very powerful. Alright, well that's still nowhere near enough to buy what I need. I need 30,000. Right now I'm sitting at like 2,000. Or 20,000. That's alright. I can sell some stuff after if I don't make enough. Fighting type moves. Get out there. Alright, I need 3 knockouts with fighting type moves. Oh, that's perfect. One more. Whatever. Okay. Come on. Oh, come on. Gross, it's Paris. I have no comment. Alright, 2 more wins and I'll definitely make enough. But I don't think I have enough time for 2 more wins. Literally just need to find one other person. Poison type. I don't have anything for that. Alright, one more. To be honest, I might already have enough. Oh, I didn't see you were healing me. Wasted some healing items. One battle. Good enough. No, no self-destruct for you. Still no ground type moves. Alright. That will be enough. That will do, pig. That will do. Alright, let's teleport down here so we're just at the Stone Emporium when it transfers over to daytime. Ah. Hey, that gave me a little extra, too. I forgot about the canary plush. Oh, I know you. That person needs to see certain Mega Pokemon and will give you stuff for it. Anyway, Blastoise, Blastoisinite. Whatever. They kicked Clement out of his own gym. Blastoisinite. That's how it's said. Yeah, they kicked Clement out of his own gym. I've been thinking about that the entire game. Like, if Clement was gonna show up. Hey, Garrett, do you want to see what Mega Blastoise looks like?
Sure. Okay.
I've always liked Mega Blastoise. I think it looks dope as hell. Also, it has one of the most obvious Y shapes on it. Like, before this game came out, there was a big debate about whether Mega Pokemon were designed to have either an X or a Y, like, implemented into their designs. And some people were really adamant that it wasn't true, but it objectively is. And I think Blastoise is a good example of that. Not only with the guns making a Y if you flip it upside down, but its head literally has the letter Y, like, on its face. So, yeah. He was important to the anime? Why? That's a good point! He was one of the main characters in the anime. Why is he just not in this game? They kicked him out of his own city. For reference, in Generation 6, there was this kid named Clement. He was, like, 8 to 10 years old. He built Prism Tower and ran effectively the entire city, but especially the gym. And in the anime, he traveled with Ash alongside his sister Bonnie, who was like this 4 to 5 year old kid. And they're both just gone. Like, they do not seem to exist in this game, and I don't understand why. Hey guys, what's up? So, we all have survived another round of calming rogue Pokemon, I take it. But where's Urbane? He didn't come back with you? He's doing what he always does. Really? Now? So he's got time to help everyone else, but not the friends who have to clean up his mess? I'm fully convinced Urbane is the secret villain of this game. Urbane and Tawny. Who is Corbeau? Oh, right, that's the leader of the Rust Syndicate. Hello, hello. I figured you might have all arrived back at the hotel after this long. I suppose I can drop the act. Look, we are always watching you. You're smart enough to know what that means, right? You saw me take that piece of candy that was lying under the fridge and just shrug and eat it? Damn it. That's true. People like to point out that the Black and White soundtrack, Black and White 2 soundtrack has more voice acting in this game because in the Poison Gym of that game, it has lyrics to the songs.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't think it's technically accurate because this game does, like, the characters make noises when they move or get hit by attacks and stuff. So you can make an argument, but I don't get why at least the cutscenes should have voice acting. These, like, random dialogue moments, fine. But the cutscenes need fucking voice acting. Anyway.
The ones where they're animated and lip
yes!
to nothing, yeah.
Yeah. That, at bare minimum, needs it. So, how about it? See, the thing is, they have, quote-unquote, canon voices. Like, the Pokemon Company knows how these characters are supposed to sound, because they not only show up in the anime, but they show up in Pokemon Masters, they show up in other things, I'm sure, and they have voices, so they know how they're supposed to sound. The anime alone invalidates the idea of them not having voice acting. Anyway, so how about it? Ready for your first job? We've got a small bunch of troublemakers holed up in one of the old buildings in the Blue District. I need you to teach them a lesson. It's weird because Masters EX has a basic dialogue of characters going hello or wonderful. Yeah. I never really played Masters. I don't know too much about it. If the Rust Syndicate takes direct action, it would draw a bit too much attention. That's why I'd like Team MZ to handle this for us. Just think of it as doing the city a service. Anyway, don't let me keep you. Good luck. So the Rust Syndicate's putting us to work after all. Yeah, finally. Yes, we've got no choice but to get started. There is still a choice. You could let me go back to their building, murder everybody in sight, and, you know, call it a day. They can't exactly start a war with us if there's nobody left. Pull some Russian stealth in this bitch. So we need to teach a lesson to some troublemakers in the Blue District? I don't like the sound of that. Masters is fun if you hate life. Was fun getting Ash or Leon so I can... Yeah, I've heard... Is it not just like generic gacha game, basically? Like you just have to collect the trainers and the trainers will have like Pokemon you want to use? Which is hilarious. I might suggest we leave dealing with any troublemakers to Quinn. Naveen and I can think up other ways to get some cash flowing in to fix all this. Maybe Emma could use some part-time help? If only I had more sewing commissions. So, it is worth noting, so there is gonna be a new way of doing competitive Pokemon, or just, I should say just online Pokemon battles in general, with the new Pokemon Champions game, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I appreciate that Pokemon battling is going to be contained within, or online Pokemon battling is going to be contained to one game with all the gimmicks available, so it doesn't interact with the stories of the main games. I'm perfectly happy with that. However, I do worry that, you know, the Pokemon games are still going to cost $70, and that is technically now just a feature that they're going to be removing. Like, you're just not going to have online battling anymore, because it'll be in a separate free game. But, on the other hand, I guess maybe, like, if that is a draw for you, then maybe you won't even buy the new Pokemon game, because you'll be able to do competitive battling without it. So I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting change, and I think it's going to be interesting. Did I just say it's an interesting change that's going to be interesting? I've been getting very little sleep lately. Every trainer variant has one Pokemon. It's not who you would expect. Serena has her anime ace, presumably a Braixen. But Dawn has Torterra instead of Piplup? What the fuck? That's wrong. That's just not okay. Why would... I guess it'd be her strongest Pokemon, but... If Ash can have Pikachu instead of Raichu, fuck you, give her Piplup. Or give her Death. Also, I do think it's interesting that there are anime characters in it, instead of just game characters. One of these days I'll try out Pokemon Masters, but that's a Galarian Slowpoke. Why do you have that? Bingo, I smell a Lumiose local. I mean, bonjour. Sorry to bother you, mate, but you wouldn't happen to have a Slowpoke, would you? The Slowpoke back home in Galar have a yellow head and tail. Sorry, the Slowpoke back home in Galar have a yellow head and tail like this dapper chap here. But I hear they look different in other reasons. Barry has Piplup. Oh, that's bullshit. Red and Leon are both allowed to have Charizard. See... I would even be okay with that, because you could have Leon have Dynamax Charizard, and Red could just have, like, Mega Charizard. I think that'd be a cool way to do it, but I do get why Barry and Dawn having the exact same Pokemon would be disappointing, but I feel like you could give Barry Turtwig. Does Barry show up in the anime? I don't remember. I know I watched Diamond and Pearl when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. I remember Black and White, because that was when I actually started paying attention. Anyway, I hear they look different in other regions. And lucky for me, I also hear the wild Slowpoke have started popping up in Lumiose lately. I'm only here on holiday for a little while, so I'm keen to get a hold of some local Slowpoke while I can. For the record, I can actually speak in... I had a natural British accent for about 6 years. But this is funny. Anyway, just traded for my Galarian Slowpoke. Do I have... I can catch more Slowpoke. I'll just do that now. Sure, give me a Slowpoke. Let's up do it then. Oh. I wonder if you'll be able to get other regionals in this game, and if so, will you get all of them? Because I'd be down to get, like, a... Oh, wait a minute. Are there any regionals that have megas? I wonder if that would work. Wait, Slowpoke has a mega. Slowbro has a mega. Spicy? You named it Spicy? Okay. Whoa, this Slowpoke even smells different than the Slowpoke from back home. Pook. Oh, but there's that same old Slowpoke face. Some things never change, huh? Thanks for trading me this special Slowpoke. I already love it to bits. I hear it'll look even less like a Galarian counterpart when it evolves into Slowbro. See, Galarian Slowbro are poison types, so they... Oh, actually, I'll let you find out what happens for yourself. Wouldn't want to spoil the fun. Take care of my Galarian Slowpoke, yeah? By default... Oh, Barry has Piplup in the anime as well. Fair enough, I guess. Default May has Mudkip. Signa May has Torchic? Signa? Why is a British man in France? Yeah, people could travel. Huh. Masters seems like a weird game. But I do want to give it a try at some point. I'm sorry, did I just get a fucking EV item just from nowhere? Anyway, hey look, it's Lucario. Bippity boppity. Oh, them in special outfits, okay. Oh, so it's even more of a gacha game, because they have fucking outfit variants. Are you Quinn? The one Mr. Corpo was talking about? Nope, wrong person. Then get lost and leave us alone, would ya? The British do not travel to France. Are you British? I've been to France, very briefly. Anyway, yeah, that's me. What was the boss thinking, sending a kid? Ah, well, whatever. Been waiting for you. See, I just started renting out this building. But a bunch of troublemakers moved in while it was empty, and they haven't left. It's a real pain. Head on in if you're ready to take on this. That's actually valid. Illegally? That's a... Why is that an ominous way to answer that question? Look over here. Oh, it's a bunch of Gengar and Ghastly. Valentine's May has Lopunny. Special Holiday May has Deli... I'm not... Never mind, I take it back. I'm never playing Pokemon Masters. You have so thoroughly convinced me in one sentence to never play Pokemon Masters. All you had to say were the words Valentine's May. Nah, I'm good. See that crowd of wild Pokemon? They're the troublemakers. Well, I'll let you handle this. I'll be over there in the corner till you're done. Ghost Psychic. So, pardon me, Ghost Poison. So, I'm probably just gonna use, Gardevoir, because Psychic is good against Poison. Okay, that's actually really funny. Yeah, I lived in Alconbury, England for 5 or 6 years. And I moved to the States when I was 6 or 7. And what was I trying to say? After I moved to the States, there was a period of like a solid 2-ish years before my accent started to go away. Is it done? Did you get rid of those pesky Pokemon? Ah, thank you so much. Now I can finally get started on moving my office here. Pretty impressive. The person you sent did the trick, Corbeau. Thank you very much. Of course she did. It's the Rust Syndicate's job to look after any citizen who needs help. I was just stopping by to make sure you handled the job properly. I take it you're not very busy. Is that that's a portrait of Professor Lavington. Why is that here? Huh. You must know there are a lot of wild Pokemon coming to Lumiose these days, right? Quasartico's holotech does a pretty good job of keeping them in set areas and out of trouble, but some make their way into the city and cause problems for people and other Pokemon. This trend has forced some Pokemon out of their usual habits and into our living spaces. It's tough not having a place where you belong. It was the same for me back when I was a kid. You went through something like that too? The famous Fearless Corbeau? I mean, you are pretty short, so... Corbeau's the one character I've met throughout, like, over 20 hours of playing this game. The one character I've met who's shorter than me. Anyway, you've been here over a decade after living in the state for 8 years? That's bizarre. That's... You just held on to that shit. That makes it sound like we're the bad guys chasing those Gengar from their home. Well, yeah, but you need a place to live. Yeah. Did that Gengar just call me gay? Looks like you didn't take care of every last troublemaker, did you? Now, that's sloppy work. So, what are you going to do with that Pokemon? Catch it if I can. Oh, never mind, it's his now. I'll look after it and see how things go. I feel bad chasing it out of its home. I think we can live together, at least for now. Damn it, am I gonna start to like Corbeau? I think I already am. Well then, I've got your next job lined up already. I need you to help out one of my people. She'll be out on the riverbank near the electrical substation. I need you to take care of some undesirable elements down there. I should have caught that Gengar. Anyway, that is a portrait of Professor Lavington from Legends Arceus. I have no idea why it's here. Also, this fucking apartment is gorgeous. Funny Pairs and Masters, Professor Oak has Mew? I guess that makes sense, but I would have given him Celebi, if anything. Night Diantha has Keldeo. Why? I can't think of a tie between those two. Volo has Togepi is so... no, actually, that does make sense. Redkin canonically Taquedis Aura Farms. I think that's always been technically true. Because, like, there are moments in the Gen 1 games where Red physically has to speak. You just don't hear it. I like when you talk to Copycat. But he just chooses not to. I do kind of get why Volo has Togepi, because Volo's design is based on a star. And so is Togepi's. So I could understand that. Haha! Okay. My next step is... Cool. Yeah, so I'm interested in the Rust Syndicate because when I first saw them, I felt very confidently that they were very culty. But now it just seems like they're a mob, sure, but they are trying to do what's right. I still need a Helioptile and an Onyx from the power substation. I've not seen one. Can't give him Celebi. Lyra has Celebi. Why doesn't Lyra have what's it? What's the blue one? Meryl. Why doesn't Lyra have Meryl? If you say something like Cynthia has Meryl, I'm ending the stream and leaving.
Next chat. I don't know how to tell you this.
Volo has one with Giratina. That makes sense. And Gibble. That kind of makes sense too, because a Garchomp. I can understand that. I still need an Onix, and I don't know... should I just reset, or is that one that's going to show up at night? I just want to clear this area, because this is the last zone that I need to clear right now. Also... where did that Helioptile... oh, there was a clear spot right here. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that then. Wait a minute. That's just how Emolga looks? That had to have been a lighting thing. Because that really looked like that Emolga was a different color. To be clear, I have no idea what shiny Emolga looks like. I can look it up real quick. I get a feeling shiny Emolga would look pretty good. Oh, never mind. It looks like ass. The black fur on its body just turns this shit-colored brown. That's the only change. That's horrible. Whose idea was that? I have no idea how I'd find an Onix here. Wait, shit. No. Get out of there. I just gotta break these rocks. Alright, fuck you too. God damn. Shiny Emolga's tinted yellow. I just looked at it. It looked pretty brown. I tried. It's not my fault. Oh, I haven't done Area 15 either, apparently. Is there an Area 16 I didn't see? I feel like I'm getting distracted. I don't know if breaking these rocks will, like, spawn in, an Onix, but it's the best bet I've got. Ow. Damn. Where the fuck do I find an Onix? If I remember correctly, NPC has a Zoomeril, but only the player can have Meryl. Lyra gets Chikorita, Jigglypuff, and Fampy. Cynthia has a variant for most of her aces, plus Giratina, because, of course, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this seems horrible. I don't know if I can do that. I may just... I may not be able to take part in such a thing. Maybe Onix only spawns at night? That'd be odd. Alright, well, since I can't find it, I'm just gonna go back to the story. And maybe I'll find it later. I have to get down to the water. There's a ramp right there. Dawn gets Piplup if you do the dating sim. Every comment you make involving Pokemon Masters makes me cringe a little bit more and more. Hi. You're Quinn, right? That's me. Great, follow me. Okay, I don't want to go into the sewers, but I guess I am contractually obligated. I need you to destroy all the mega crystals here in the sewers. There's a lot of them. Be ready to break a sweat. You can keep any mega shards that you find when you destroy the crystals. Good luck. Hold on. What are the fastest moves I can put on you? Quick attack's an obvious one. Anything else? Swift is pretty fast. Oh dear God. There's gotta be something else. Alright, you know what? That's just gonna have to be good enough. Masters is a dumb game. You get to catch legendaries and use discount Z moves. Even the evil team sucks. Do I have a Skrelp yet? Oh, I do. What's the evil team for Pokemon Masters? Hi, Inkay. I guess I already have you. I've always wondered how they could go about doing a Pokemon game where you are not allowed to have the legendary. Because I feel like if they had started that way, people would be like, yeah, they're the legendary Pokemon. That's fair. But then at this point, you've always been able to get the legendary. So removing it now would be a bad decision. I don't know. But I do think legendaries are just kind of stupid. Because they're like, sometimes they are literal gods, and this 10-year-old can have them. And I don't know, that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, you can literally catch God. Legends Arceus made it a little better, because, at least for kind of all the legendaries, but especially the ones that are literal gods. Because in Team Break, they wanted Hoopa to break the multiverse. Oh, Jesus. They're just generics and white masks? Wow. That sucks. That reminds me of how Pokemon Go uses Team Rocket. It's just so campy. And not in a good way. But in Legends Arceus, they established that the legendaries are just giving you an aspect of themselves. It's not like you're literally in control of the god itself. You're just, like, it gave you a manifestation that is a fraction of itself that you're allowed to take with you temporarily. And that's how they explain it. And I feel like, even though we haven't gotten to this point yet, I feel like Zygarde is a good example as well. Because Zygarde canonically has potentially millions of cells around the world. And the more Zygarde cells that gather in one place, the more powerful the Pokemon is. So, like, the version we keep seeing throughout this game, the dog, is its 10% form. When 10 Zygarde cells come together, it makes 10% Zygarde. Good work in there. Letting those mega crystals grow willy-nilly could make the sewer real crowded for Pokemon. So we in the Rust Syndicate try to clean them up, on the boss's orders, obviously. What are mega crystals anyway? I've heard they're chunks of mega power, but that just begs the question of what in the world mega power is, right? In any case, the mega crystals are gone, so let's go. You know, with each mission that's going by, I'm starting to like Team Rust a little bit. Cause they're not, like, they are actually helping people in Pokemon. Thanks for taking care of that pesky mess down there. Say, is it true you're going around calming rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon? Can't say. Please, there's no point hiding it. As I already told you, we're always watching. One more question. I know a guy showed up after you calmed one of those rogue Pokemon recently. Who was he? He's just called L. You don't even know his real name, huh? I mean, it's Lysander, but oh. Shit. I was gonna reveal that. Now it doesn't feel special. You stole that from me. He is, or was, a very wealthy and generous businessman. He helped me out when I was a kid, provided me with support since I had no family to rely on. I don't know why he did what he did 5 years ago, or what he's been up to since. But if he's alive, that means I can repay him for everything he's done for me. Oh, but look at me, talking to myself. You better not breathe a word of this to anyone. Understand? Otherwise, that interest, it might become a lot more of an issue for you. You're trying very hard to be scary. Anyway, I have another job for you. We've got a little problem with some outsiders causing trouble on our turf. It might get nasty. But you should be able to handle it for me, right? You'll know what's up if you head to the battle court near Centrical Plaza. Go take care of it. You heard the boss's orders. You'd better listen to him. I think I picked a how can you breathe a word to people if you can't talk? Good point. I guess that's why I was chosen for this job. I think I picked a good outfit for this section dealing with Team Rust. I feel like it's very on brand. As opposed to the last stream where we met Team Rust and I was wearing all pink with blonde hair with pink highlights. I look like freaking Gwenpool. All right, we can go ahead and heal up Heracross, I suppose. Blastoise and the rest of the team. His name is... I forgot to tell you why my Blastoise is named Mel. Somebody was in the chat earlier, and when I got the Blastoise, I asked if they wanted to name it, and they said I should name it Meat Shell. So, Mel is short for Meat Shell. Just thought you want to know. Wait, I want that Pokeball over there. Now for your Roselia, I'd strongly suggest having it learn the special move, Giga Drain. It's true that its current move, Poison Sting, has an appealing additional effect. However, you should also note it's a physical move. Since this game adds more unique joys, how do they fit into the family tree? Okay, I think this game supports my long-held idea that joy is not an actual family tree as it is in the anime. I think in the games, joy is it's just a job title. Nurse Joy is the full job title, and so like part of the uniform is the wig. Like you just get a Nurse Joy wig when you join on as a nurse. Or alternatively, in Legends Arceus, we meet the original Nurse Joy, and her genetics are just strong as shit. Like that's the alternative. I would also suggest calcium for Roselia, but I realize your pocket money may be limited.
The moment you get recruited, you just like assimilate into the collective Nurse Joy hive mind.
Just this dude, this like 250-pound dude walks up and, hey, I want to become a nurse, but I don't know. I've never seen anybody of my body type be a nurse. Oh, that's not a problem. Don't worry. You'll be a perfect fit. What?
He's suddenly surrounded by like 10 Nurse Joys. The room like turns dark red. Just gets like lifted into the air as they're chanting.
That has actually been another theory, that all the Nurse Joys are actually just Chanseys in disguise. Or that Nurse Joy is its own Pokemon, or that they're all Dittos, or blah, 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 blah. Huh. Are you here for some battle advice as well? Can you talk these fancy pants for us? They're from the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. How do you know how to say that word? You look 2. We were just having battles on our own when they came up and started lecturing us. I bet they're trying to show off to us because nobody their age will put up with them. Screenshotting that. You think you can take us on? You do look somewhat capable. If nothing else, it should provide a nice warm-up for our next gathering. Very well, if you feel ready to face the two of us. I'm speaking in the wrong voice. Then come speak to me. In the anime, Jessie did want to be a nurse. That's true. But she also does have the correct, like, pink hair. So maybe she just, like, changed her look. There's also, the Nurse Joy character from Legends Arceus is also very clearly the ancestor of a different character that is just not a Nurse Joy. So it's interesting. Like, Legends Arceus raises a lot of questions about genetics in the Pokemon universe. You seem quite confident in your skills, but do you really think you can beat the both of us? Of course. We participate in very advanced battles at the Society. Let me show you a glimpse of our skill. Y'all were talking about status moves and physical versus special and even EV training. If this is not the hardest fight in this game, I'm gonna be genuinely annoyed. You're running a Gabite. You're joking. I'm gonna throw out my Gardevoir, and I'm going to one-shot you, and you're going to be very embarrassed. Yeah, there's no way to protect against that. That's interesting. There, you can protect against that, I guess. How utterly pathetic. Oh, fair enough. Oh, you actually survived that one. I'd be impressed if I cared. I must remain classy, even when conquered. This new fighting style makes me wonder why the trainers don't fist fight. I've been so tempted to just punch one of these people in the face. God, I wish. Honestly, this location is just too drab for my Pokemon to show their full potential. I'll make sure the name of the Society of Battle Connoisseurs remains untarnished. Prepare yourself, for I'm far stronger than him. My love of Pokemon battle knows no bounds. If you do not have a fully evolved Pokemon, or at least 4 Pokemon, I'm gonna lose it. Alright, that's fully evolved. That's fully, and a fairy type. So far, so good. You have 2 Pokemon. You are pathetic. I really like this new look that I gave myself. It actually works really well. I mean, come on. I must appear luminous even in loss. I like those earrings. Can I buy those? Those are actually pretty cool. Impossible! We're both members of Jacynth's illustrious Society of Battle. I've heard of her. You shouldn't be able to defeat the 2 of us. This will leave a stain on the reputation of our esteemed society and tarnish our brand. I think we need to call for reinforcements to sort this out. Hello there, you 2. I heard word you've been acting like you own this place. Too bad you had to go and lose to a kid. Seriously, how are you the one character shorter than me? People are on edge as it is these days, what with all the wild Pokemon showing up in town. Hardly seems like a good time to be going around troubling our city's children. Now does it? You're Corbeau of the Rust Syndicate, aren't you? The one who fancies himself some kind of outlaw hero for the masses. So you sent this boar here to humiliate us. Well, we'll have our revenge someday. You look like a younger Rosa who joined Team Plasma? Like my character does? Huh, actually I can kind of see it. You all should head home for today too, kiddos. Watch out for any strangers. I don't like voicing children. Anyway, I don't think of myself as a hero, you know. Someone who has to take action, that's all. I don't have words for you. Anyway, you really are strong, aren't you? Excuse me. And yet you don't boast or show off. Why, nobody even knows that you're the one calming rogue Pokemon. You're an interesting one. Manga Rosa? I remember hearing about that. I remember that she was previously part of Team Plasma, but I've never actually read that, so I don't remember what she looks like. Please. Oh. I must ask you to desist. This is ridiculous. What's happening now? You're coming with me to find out. Are you genuinely not a poison type user? Because you look like you should be. Urbane? As I've said many times already, there's absolutely no cause for you to be concerned. You say that, but who knows what you're doing behind the scenes? The number of wild zones keeps increasing. Isn't that the true goal of your redevelopment plan? Urbane. Quinn? And Corbeau, sir? Now here's an unexpected pairing. The CEO of Quasartico and Urbane together, huh? She looks like Rosa. Your character just hasn't grown out the hair. That's fair. The manga... I've been meaning to read... So, is this part of the Pokemon Adventures manga, or is it a different manga? Because I've always been confused about that, and I've never been sure where to start. But I've kind of always wanted to read that. Because I like the world of Pokemon, it's just that the gameplay can often get kind of repetitive and boring. Care to explain all the ruckus? You heard the rumors that Quasartico's behind all the wild Pokemon coming to the city, right? We want to hear the truth from a CEO. But those rumors are ridiculous. I came here because I'd heard these people might try to start something with Quasartico, and good thing I did. This crowd won't listen to reason. Who are you two? We're trying to keep our city safe. If you're gonna get in our way, you'll have to face my Pokemon. Keep our city safe? Don't make me laugh. Urbane, get the president away from this mess. Got it. This way, ma'am. Madam President, get down! Tackles her. Adventures is like JoJo. Each generation is a new protagonist with characters carry. Okay. Okay. I've never been sure which one to go into. I'm pretty sure all of the volumes are at my nearest Barnes & Noble, so I may go ahead and pick up a volume. Because I'm pretty sure they're like $30. Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Though I'm not sure how I ended up protecting a scoundrel who won't even repay a debt. You're kinder than you act. You looked like you were running a cult, but you're bizarrely some kind of superhero. I don't know how you turned this into me liking you. Give me a break. Nice people won't end up in my line of work. Still, I can't just abandon folks who are in trouble. That's below even me. Come on now, I'll lend a hand. That makes 2 against 1. I never said I'd play nice. The Lumiose Safety Group? Okay. And you've got bug types? I'm gonna be honest, Corbeau, I don't know how... You've also got... In fairness, you at least have a Scolipede. That's a good bug type. Give me a moment. Damn, you don't even need me. You got this. And you're now an Onyx. Fantastic. I should have just kept Mel out. I think I would have preferred to just watch this without taking part, because I was not needed there. I'm not even going to bother switching. Ah, yikes! I got no comeback to a sound beating like that. Why bother with the Pokemon? Just jump his ass. Where'd you two come from? You're so strong. But we'll uncover the deeds of Quasartico one day. You haven't seen The Last of Us. I've seen season 1. And that's why every defeated villain said, or that's what every defeated villain says. I guess originality wasn't their strong suit. My Scollipede's pretty strong though, eh? Actually, yeah. You couldn't beat me, but not bad. Thanks for the assist, Quinn. Glad you came when you did. I was at a loss for how to handle a crowd that big. And thank you too, Corbeau, sir. Don't worry about it. Couldn't have you getting injured, otherwise we'd have to wait even longer to get our money. Not that we'd mind you racking up more interest. Besides, the Rust Syndicate deals in favors, not violence. So, you there, Quasartigo President Lady. What that rabble was going on about? How the wild Pokemon are coming here because of Quasartico? Any truth to that? First, allow me to offer my thanks for your help. And what is true is that we at Quasartico Inc. aim to make Lumiose City into a place where people and Pokemon can coexist. It will coexist in harmony. However, we also know it is unreasonable to simply dream we can live alongside wild Pokemon with no protections needed. Our holotech encloses the wild Pokemon to keep Lumiose's people safe, though I also hope to someday remove all such walls between us. Yeah, I really hope all that's true. What's the lore reason you can't go to the rest of Kalos? Did the court force you to be... There's no lore reason. Like, you can technically leave. It's just that the story takes place here, the ZA Royale is here. There's no actual reason. There's just no reason to leave. I really hope all that's true. It would be a shame for something to happen to this city. I do love this place in spite of everything I've been through here. Well, thanks for putting in a bit of overtime, kid. I'll be in touch. I was picking at my arm, and now it's bleeding, and that's not good. I shouldn't do that. I had like a ingrown hair or something. Also, I need to blow my nose. I would have liked... I think it's already been confirmed that the DLC will be taking place in an alternate version of Lumiose City, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked if you could, like, go to Anastar City. I think that would have been pretty cool. Because that's where the big, Mega Crystal is. Yeah, what do you mean there's no reason to leave Paris? I can think of a few, like the Haunted Mansion. Yeah, the Sundial is what I was talking about. The Haunted Mansion would have been... the Haunted Mansion was just a tourist trap. Nothing was actually happening there. It was just a way for them to rip you off by telling you a shitty horror story. You are one of the other Pokemon trainers that Vinny reports to me about, I believe. And you stay with AZ at his hotel? I hope you'll continue to help us keeping Lumiose safe. I'll stick with President Jet, make sure she gets back okay. I'd ask Vinny to handle it, but apparently he's off dealing with some other urgent thing. You should head back to the hotel. Lita's probably worried about you. Though I guess I'm the one that's given her more reason to worry. There's Panseer. You know what? Hang on. If I just travel to this Pokemon Center and run down that road a few times, I wonder if I could get that Panseer to respawn as... Where the hell were we just now? I thought we were... Were we on this road? No. Where were the stairs that I was just standing on? Oh, did I have my orientation mixed up? There's the stairs. Okay. So, Pansage! Ha! That worked! Now I've got all three of the monkeys. In fact, I could probably very quickly... You need to go in the alpha box. Where's the alpha box? There. Where are the other pans? Pan Sage, Pan Pour, and Pan Seer. Real quick, we're just gonna swap you guys out. Do I have the stones that I need? Thunder, no, water, leaf, and fire. Cool. A terrible horror story is better than the shady part of Lumiose. I mean, we did get mugged the moment we got here, so take that for what you will. I love the design of the pan line, like Pan, Pour, Pan, Sage, and Pan Seer. I don't like the simmies. I don't like the evolution. I think they all look goofy. They're really cute when they're the miniature ones. But the evolved ones suck. I don't like them. Kane likes them. I don't like them. By the way, I think you were gone when I was saying it earlier, Garrett. I took a look at the Pokedex, and I officially know every single Pokemon I am missing in the Pokedex. So there's no Pokemon in the entire game that I don't know about. Because like even the ones that I haven't, like, either I've already discovered them but I haven't caught them yet, or they're at a part in the Pokedex where it's like, okay, this is very clearly this Pokemon. Like for example, if the ones around Charizard I know are going to be the Kalos starters. I said Kalos, I meant Kanto. I keep doing that. And now I have, there was one section I wasn't sure about, but it was the fossil Pokemon. So now I have those. So, like, for example, this one is definitely Pupitar. Or, no, that's Pupitar. This is, Larvistar. And then this one will be Tyranitar. Down here we have Bagon. And, the evolution of Shelgon. Yeah. It evolves into Salamence. Admittedly, I don't know this Pokemon. This is because Drampa doesn't have a pre-evolution. So I don't know what this one is. But that's the only one. Because all of these are definitely going to be legendaries. Like, I'm very confident we're at least going to have Xerneas and Yveltal. This could be like Mewtwo. I don't know if he's in the game. Mewtwo, Diancie, and Volcanion, maybe? I really hope Volcanion's in the game. Like this one's Dragalge, this one's Goodra, this one's Frostlass. These are the Kanto starters. Yeah, so all of these 101 to 108, that's the evolutions. Like every single Pokemon in the Pokedex is technically accounted for. I just need to actually get them. Nope, that's not the Pokemon I want. I don't know why I selected those. Alright. I need to get the good moves back on you. What did I have? Was it just Protect on the left slot? Okay. So now we need to head back to the hotel again. And then we'll have time for, like, one more story section. Then I think I might do some Pokedex filling off stream, because that's not something that's going to be very interesting on stream. You're back, Quinn. Do you think that was our last job for the Rust Syndicate? Who knows? Either way, it sounds like the work they're giving you is just doing good deeds around Lumiose. You were breaking mega crystals to help Pokemon and giving aid to people in need, right? Well, yeah, when you boil it down that way, it sounds like plain old volunteer work. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, they're having us do good things, but we're still being forced against our will to pay off an unfair debt. Like, it's not a good thing. How does your... Wait a minute. How does her earring work? Part of it's through the lobe, and part of it's through, like, the inner section of the ear. That's not how that works. It would all need to be through the intersection. It's just not modeled correctly. Or it's just a clip, which would be funny. But you wouldn't think it's also innocent if you'd seen Corbeau when he got angry. He's terrifying. What's that got to do with anything? Hey, good work today. There's something I'd like to discuss. Stop by our office, alone, please. It's a clip-on like Vegeta's. For the Garretts in the chat, that is a reference to the Dragon Ball Super manga when Vegeta technically becomes a like disciple of Beerus. Kind of. That's not a really good way to put it. Basically, he gets Beerus's ear tag that shows he's training in destruction energy. It's before he gets Ultra Ego. Anyway, was that the Rust Syndicate calling you in? Yup. I knew it. I don't know what kind of bad luck gets you caught up in so much stuff, Quinn. It's called protagonist syndrome. I'm sorry I can't do more than cross my fingers and hope you get back safely. It's because I'm literally the most overpowered person in this, universe. Anyway, Rodon Phone's the iPhone of the world. Porygon Phone is the end. Oh my god, I want to see Porygon Phone now. I need that. I may look into seeing if I can get a Rust Syndicate fit. I don't get why I can't run in here. What's up, Felipe? We've been waiting for you. Now then, into the elevator, please. She's here, boss. Thanks for coming in. Is this another job? You are one interesting kid, aren't you? Running odd jobs to help a friend, calming down rogue Pokemon, it's all pretty impressive. Poryphones and that's an actual thing? Oh, hang on. What? That thing's absurd! How have I never seen that before? That thing looks so stupid. I want it now. I want an actual phone case. That statue was pixelated. Oh, did it not, like, load in yet? That's incredible. I've never seen that before. More than anything, I love that you can hold your own in a battle. So I've decided you're done working for us. I'll clear all the interest as promised. Well, I can keep helping you guys. If you guys are doing good things, I'm happy to just keep helping. I'm not becoming a part of your cult, but I'll help. But that's not actually why I called you here. You see, I wanted to have a proper, no-holds-barred battle with you. Given you seem to be a poison-type user, like I said, this is a... Oh, cool. Oh, cool! He's my next promotion match. Fair enough. And that'll put us to rank C. We're actually pretty damn close. Poryphone supremacy. Look, man, the Rotom phone will do everything I need it to, like just automatically. I don't know if the Poryphone looks like a BlackBerry, if we're being honest. Anyway, now isn't that interesting? You manipulated the ZA Royale. You're my next opponent in the ZA Royale. Fate itself is telling us we need... No, you definitely manipulated it. Right you are, boss. So, do you have a challenger's ticket? I always make sure to get one ahead of time. I love it when someone's well prepared. We can get right to our promotion match. Damn it, I really like Corbeau as a character. He's supposed to... I'm supposed to dislike him. He's supposed to be a fucking asshole. Anyway... If you're running all poison types, then I'm just going to put Scrunchlord at the front, and we'll just see what happens. Poryphone lets you stalk people. Arceus did make his own smartphone. That's true. I don't know, what would you even consider that? Because it's unique. And I think it's very funny. You have that challenger's ticket ready. Suppose I really ought to thank Urbane for introducing me to an amusing trainer like you. Now then, let's get this started. Looking forward to it. The best part of battle is facing a trainer who's got talent, and then sending them home crying. No. You're acquainted with Lysander too, yeah? That's proof enough for me that you're no pushover. I want to experience every drop of your skill as a Pokemon trainer. Acquainted might be a strong word. Damn, I got that shit on for real. Oh, come on. Let's not argue semantics. You got a gold fucking phone? That's hilarious. There's no way to fucking edit your... Yeah, seriously. Corbeau is so goddamn short. It's so funny. People, Pokemon, we all get covered in the grime of the world as we go through life. The city needs people willing to get their hands dirty, cleaning up all that mess. As a kid, I had no home, nowhere to go, until Lumiose gave me a place where I could belong. I aim to protect this city in any way I can, and for that, I need more influence. I need to reach rank A. I don't know. I don't want to be insulting to him, because turns out he's a pretty chill dude. I'll be the one reaching rank A. For now, I'm just going to enjoy my battle with you to the fullest. Alright, little guy. Show me what you got. Arbok. I wish Arbok. Arbok is prime material to have a Mega. Because it's competitively kind of shit. Because it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. And it has a really cool design that could use some more modern updating. Why did Arbok never get a Mega? That's absurd. And I just got pulled. Oh, shit! Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, no! Am I gonna lose? Oh, God! Alright, real shit. Let's go. Wait, Toxic won't work on you. I don't have a plan here. Damn, not only are you the coolest character I've met so far, you're easily the biggest challenge I've faced. Gyarados. I guess Mega evolves into a Dark type, but you're not even using Mega Evolution. Uh-oh. Manectric, you're 4 times effective. End this battle for me. You know, if I actually went through my my idea of bringing in only a limited amount of Pokemon per battle, this could actually be a pretty big challenge. Because blow for blow, he's winning. And it's not close. I could lose this fight. I'm not saying I will, I'm saying I could. It's a good point, especially since it was Jesse's Pokemon. Yeah, okay. Well, I just won, because Scollipede's bug type, so... Scolipede, as long as you're with me, I can face any pinch with this. I've actually not seen Scollipede's Mega. I have no idea what it looks like. Damn it, Corbo, you're actually pretty fucking cool. I dig you. Oh. My turn. It is a shame that I'm gonna win this, like, little last bit so quickly. Go ahead, hit me with something. Oh, that went through the protect. That's how much damage that just did. Hey, props where it's due. If blow for blow, he won that fight. The only reason I won is because I had more Pokemon. Gotta give him credit for that. Damn. Is this what it feels to enjoy a Pokemon battle? It's normally just such a clean sweep. Well, that's disappointing. I wasn't able to let my Scolipede fully shine. Yeah, type advantages are still a bitch, man. I don't know what to tell you. Cool, victory's confirmed. Now processing promotion. It has occurred to me, I only have until November 10th to get the Greninja Megastone, so I should probably do some online battles soon, so I can get to rank K and get the Megastone. Don't know if Lysander sees your talent, but I do. I see what you can bring to this city. Here's a TM as my sign of respect. It's for the move Gunk Shot. You should have all your Pokemon learn it. I'm certainly going to teach it a Victory Bell. It's a good move. It's gross, but it's a good move. Thanks again. It was a good battle. You know, we could use someone like you in the Rust Syndicate. What do you say? I'm a member of Team MZ. Sorry, I gotta represent. Fair enough. I respect you sticking to your crew. Team MZ must be one heck of a team, especially with you on it. Look, man, I don't know what any of the other three have actually done in terms of achieving anything, but they're good people. Though I don't think I'm quite done with you yet. I'll see you at Hotel Z. Yeah, Urbane's kind of a lovable jackass. But you and I are chill. Way to go, Quinn. You beat Corbeau and you're a higher rank, too. I bet the Rust Syndicate will keep off our backs now that you've defeated Corbeau. It would look pathetic if they kept trying to boss us around after a loss like that. They won't fully leave us alone till we pay back what Urbane owes them, though. So it's time for us to chip in as a team and clear Urbane's debt. I could go do battles for one night and pay it off. I'll handle it. Just when I'd finally started saving up some real money from my sewing commissions. You'd better be chipping in too, Quinn. Well, I did all the other work! Fuck you! I offered, but now that you're telling me to, fuck you! At least once we pay this off, we should be free from the Rust Syndicate for good. I don't want to have anything else to do with them. I'm sorry, guys. I promise I'll pay you all back real soon. Hey, at least we're getting it sorted out. Did you at least manage to take care of whatever was pulling you away this whole time, Urbane? Yeah, it all worked out okay. I was trying to keep the president of Quasartico safe. Funny thing is, Corbeau showed up to help. Hold up. Do you think the Rust Syndicate's gonna say I owe him more now? If so, I guess it's back to doing unpaid labor. Hello, hello, anyone here? Oh my gosh, a guest? Not exactly. So, this is Hotel Z, eh? Not bad at all. What are you doing here? Oh no, are you gonna have the whole Rust Syndicate battling Pokemon here like you said? Please don't, we just need a little more time. We'll pay Urbane's whole debt back tomorrow. Now, what's got you all on edge? Think about it. What do most people come to hotels for? To book a room, correct? Or what? Is Hotel Z too fancy for the likes of me? If you'd like a room, I'd be happy to get you checked in, sir. Follow me, please. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. The shortest character in the game next to AZ is very funny. You really are huge, old man. You know, word on the street is you're 3,000 years old. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I didn't, like, why would he be staying at the hotel? There's no reason, he lives here. If you would put your name down here. Of course. Give me your best room, please. Occupation. I'll just put down handyman. There, all filled out. Bet you didn't expect me to have such neat handwriting. You'll find the elevator right over here, sir. Now, fuck off. It's time for me to retire. A pleasant evening to you all. I gotta say, Corbo might be my favorite character. No, I think just overall from this game. I was gonna say aside from, but I can't think of anybody. What's going on? What was that about? I couldn't possibly guess. Well, he's our guest for now, so we better make sure he has a good stay. Cool. I don't really work for you guys. I'm also just staying here. So, have fun. I just saw if they wanted to not pay the debt, they put a pillow over. I'm pretty sure he's here to quote unquote pay the debt. I think he's not asking for money now. I think he was like, well, you guys served me a good night's sleep at the hotel, so your debt's paid or something. I did just notice in there, there was a regular outlet, but then there was also a Pokeball-shaped outlet, and I wonder if that's, like, specifically for the Rotom phone. Anyway, now that was a surprisingly good night's sleep. Who's in charge of your housekeeping? That'd be me, sir. Very nice work, kid. The room was spotless. I could tell care went in every detail, every corner. You even prepared a special breakfast for Scolipede and the crew. Here's what I owe you for my stay. You normally pay up front. Well, yeah, no, you normally pay up front. Anyway, and here's a tip for you, kid. What? This is way too generous. Don't worry about it. Everyone knows I'm a good tipper.
It's like $1,000.
It's going to be $1,000 because it's the 100,000 he owes him. Like, that's what it is. I see. Boss, I'm here to escort you back to the office, sir. If it isn't Urbane. Sir, you are wider than you are tall. Like, you are a square of a man. Since we got the phone in Galar, maybe... that's a good point. I was going to say, like, technically, yeah, we got the phone first in Galar, but technically it started with the Rotom Pokédex in Sun and Moon, but the first time we got it as the actual phone was Sword and Shield. About that loan, we'd appreciate it if you could repay it soon. Now, if possible. Right. I just so happen to have the full amount here. Very good. You must always return what you borrow. It's important to follow rules like this in life. Our business here is done. Time to head. That's still a super predatory loan, by the way. Like, they gave him $100,000, the equivalent of $1,000 loan, and by the next day, the interest was at 1 million. Like, I'm sorry, that's a predatory loan. Fuck you. It's been a pleasure. Let's both keep doing what we can for Lumiose, yeah? Like, don't get me wrong, they're good people, but they were absolutely scamming him. Why are the Rust Syndicate people like this? Done with cleaning the rooms and everything? Yep, all done. I also checked the unused rooms, freshened up the toiletries, all that. Still can't believe that the Rust Syndicate actually I still can't believe that the Rust Syndicate actually showed up at the hotel. And that tip. Maybe it's some kind of honor among thieves thing or something? Like they felt bad for us? It seems like they like Quinn after all. Everybody likes me. Name one person in the city who doesn't like me. Whatever their deal is, I'm finally debt-free. No more sketchy loans for me. Yeah, I hope not. Lida. Naveen. A moment, please. Of course. Sure, easy. What are these? The Mega Rings and Mega Stones. You two will need to Mega Evolve your partners. Wait, for real? But Mega Rings are super precious and valuable, aren't they? Neither of us is ranked terribly high in the ZA Royale. Neither of us is ranked terribly high in the ZA Royale either. No matter. You two have been helping Quinn to ease the suffering of Pokemon undergoing Rogue Mega Evolution. If anything... doing AZ's voice makes me yawn. Because I need to, like, adjust my posture to free up my diaphragm so it can properly expand. If anything, I should have given these to you sooner. You have my apologies. Please, don't apologize. I'll take these gratefully. Same here. Thanks, AZ. Ah, yeah, look at us! Mega Evolution users! But, Lida, isn't your partner still a Staryu? Staryu can't Mega Evolve. It has to evolve into Starmie. Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. But that aside, Quinn, I want you to be the first to face my soon-to-be Mega Scrafty. Wait, I was just about to challenge Quinn too. Sorry guys, I only battle strong people. Well, why don't you both take it? Oh, you know what? Fair enough, actually. I can handle both. I can actually battle both of you at the same time. It will not be difficult. We'll all meet in the battle court near here. Actually, having a Mega Starmie and a Mega Scrafty at the same time would actually be a pretty difficult fight. Because there's no way to counter that. Like, with one Pokemon. Let's lead with Mel. But Mel is a little underleveled compared to the others. Not too much, just a little bit. And I may go ahead and give it Iron Tail. No, it's a special attacker, so it wouldn't really do any good. Oops, put that back. Yeah, Jesus. Blastoise learns a lot of physical moves, even though... Well, I mean, it's kind of a mixed attacker. So if I go down to the stats... Yeah, with the right nature, it actually would be a kind of hybrid. I will say its special defense is not great. Its physical defense is fantastic. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no, we're just meeting somewhere else. I was apparently not listening. More wild zones! So, I don't think we had 16 yet. That's new. And we have 17 down here. Do we have an 18? Nope, 16 and 17 looks like. I know there's at least 3 more. So it looks like we're gonna have quite a few. We also have all these side quests. That'd take a minute. Most Gen 1 Pokemon are kind of bad since the special physical split didn't... Yeah, special physical started in Gen 3, didn't it? Yeah, a lot of... it is... I know Charizard is another one, even though Charizard is very popular because it keeps getting new forms. I do think it shows very well because you have Pokemon like Emboar that has a 30 difference between its physical and special attacks, and even it's considered a hybrid. Animanectric, another 30. But Blastoise, currently, it's less than 10, or it's just over 10. So, 30, basically 30, 50. That's interesting. So the difference between physical and special attacks seems to be an average of 30. Hey, an Alpha Baneri, or not Baneri. The other one, Bunnelby. I like taking the time to run through the wild zones just to see if any shinies pop up, because the shiny odds are 1 in 4,000. Like they're as high as they've ever been. Well, as high as they've been since Gen 5. But that doesn't change that. Oh wait, I have to leave the wild zone. It won't work like that. That doesn't change that I'm seeing a shit ton of Pokemon. So, you know, it could just happen to pop up with a shiny at any time. Grass in France. Well, I mean, they are trying to make the city more friendly to wild Pokemon. All right. Let's run this shit. All right. Hello. There you are, Quinn. My little Staryu may not be able to Mega Evolve, but that's not all that matters in battle. Come on, Staryu. I can give you a Water Stone. Let's show them all how our dance practice is paying off. Just let me know when you're ready to battle, Quinn. We're not fighting... Alright. Animanectric. Let's hit it. Ready to battle? Get ready to get schooled by me and my trusty dance partner, Staryu. I will help you evolve it. I'd rather fight you with a Mega Staryu. That'd be so much more interesting. So did Clement also have a loan he couldn't pay? That's the headcanon now. Clement took out a loan to build Lumiose Tower and now couldn't pay it off. He had to fucking flee. Lita, we just had the most interesting battle of this game so far, and this is what you're giving me. Like... What do you want me to do with this? Oh no, an Emolga. Lita, please. We may not have the sheer power, but we can still pull off a... No, you can't. You really can't. I'm going to hit you with thunder once, and you are going to implode. Do you understand me? What did I say? Clement's sleeping with the Phineas. He had to sell Bonnie to Rust. I would actually dig it if we could find Clement somewhere now. I would have liked it if if Clement replaced Canary and Clement, like, I don't know, like he founded a construction company and he uses his inventions to like make better construction equipment. We could have had basically the same story with the exception of the construction guy being Clement. Well, no, Clement could have been Clement's grandfather. It would have worked perfectly fine. Just wouldn't have been a streamer. Anyway, maybe my little Staryu does want to Mega Evolve after all. Dude, I don't think it would have helped you, honestly. I guess not evolving might be holding Staryu back. If you do choose to evolve Staryu, you'll need a water stone. Yeah, Naveen, I know that. It's just, I don't want Staryu to lose what makes it so adorable, you know? Then what did you bother accepting a Mega Ring for? Quinn, I'll heal up your Pokemon. What were your other Pokemon? I already don't remember. Clement should have been the new professor. Oh, that would have been cool. I do like what they did with the new professor, though. Looks like it's our turn. I respect you a lot, so I want you to... See, because Clement was never much of a researcher, he was an inventor. So I don't know if him being the professor would have worked. Maybe working in the lab. I could see that. Ugh, apologies. I want you to experience for yourself how strong my Mega Evolved partner is. Are you going to be any more challenging than Lita was? So, because if not, all right. Well, we'll give Mel his chance for this one. I'm ready. Please battle me. At least you have a Mega Evolution. I'll do justice to the M in our team's name by using Mega Evolution at last. Battle hard, you two. Yeah, I understand that, sorry, I understand that having difficulty in games can be complicated, because if you make it, like, especially in games like Pokemon, where it's kind of a numbers game at the end of the day, you run the risk of it feeling like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, that's not the Pokemon I wanted out. I accidentally hit up instead of the button I was trying to press. What is the word I'm looking for? Just like forced difficulty. But there's a specific word I was looking for and I can't think of what it was now. Artificial. That's the word. Doesn't Crocodile also have a Mega? But I still feel like the games don't try enough to be any kind of difficult, and that is kind of a shame. Alright, well, I should really be running Mel for this, but Black and White 2 had a hard mode. They could have just made it... I vaguely remember that. How do you do hard mode in that game? Because I don't remember. I don't even think the levels need to change. Like, the levels are fine. The levels scale pretty damn well. But they need to adjust EVs, IVs, and items. That is what will change the difficulty. And team composition. Because we've not fought a single person with a full team of 6 yet. We've had a full team of 6 since we were rank W. Like, full teams of 6 are necessary. There's another way they could do it, but I don't know that anybody would like it. Limit how many Pokemon you can have, because if it's like in general, oh, you can carry these many Pokemon with you, and for non-official battles, you can do as many Pokemon, but oh, for gym battles, we have rules. You can only have so many Pokemon for this gym, or something like that. I don't know if that would really work very well, but I feel like it would... Again, I worry that runs the line of artificial difficulty. Complete the game, you unlock hard mode. It's weird, even BDSP makes the rematches with gym battles way harder. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, for what it's worth, BDSP's Elite Four is actually really good. It's bizarre, but it'd be so easy to just make some challenges in this game, and they so adamantly refuse. At this point, like, playing through older Pokemon games, like even up to Scarlet and Violet, I have to do it modded. Otherwise it's just too easy and it's boring. Some remakes for Gen 4 actually came out that I want to look into. I can't remember if it was for the actual Gen 4 games or for the Gen 2 remakes, but they look really damn good, and I want to look into them some more. So we'll see. Anyway, all right, Scrafty, let's wield your Mega Evolve power to the maximum. You look like a Backstreet Boy. That was sad. Pokemon's only hard if you don't bother with typing or leveling. Yeah, honestly. I don't think taking away the EXP share would be the right idea, for example, because before Generation 6, you didn't have universal EXP share. And a lot of the times those games were just grind fests. Like, having universal EXP means that your team is gonna be like all at a relatively same level, so it takes away a lot of the grind, but it also means that you're always high enough level to just keep pushing forward without having to do anything. And I feel like that's where having level scaling be a bit harsher could be fun. But also, that does risk introducing the grind back in, and I don't know if that's the right go. I don't know. Pokemon's a weird series where it is the series of potential that never gets fulfilled. Well, it's clear you've got much more practice battling with Mega Evolution.
Did you just potential man?
I'm not answering that question.
Itself?
I'm not answering that question. I was envisioning the meme while I said it, but I'm not answering that question. Scrafty and I will keep training and honing our approach. That's the spirit, Naveen. But hey, do you mind if I say something? No, go ahead. What is it? I am so hungry right now. Simple fix would be having your character choose the difficulty for the gym. Each leader can have maybe 2 to 3 teams with different stats. Let the player choose to suffer. I feel like that... from a gameplay standpoint, that could work, but from a lore standpoint, I don't know. Because then it's like, oh, did you really beat the Pokemon League, or did you just take the easy route? Like, out of universe, that's a who cares. But in universe, that just feels weird that that'd be an option. If you want a hard gameplay masters, it has Gacha Grind. Gacha Grind is not a real grind. Gacha Grind is a paywall. I would think your Pokemon would be the ones who'd have worked up an appetite. Look, I don't decide it, I just feel it. Why don't we stop by Novo Cafe then? That is... Do you have other interests, Urbane, or is it just the one cafe? I'll happily go somewhere that keeps their croissants and curries separate,
Good
yes.
cafe, Quinn.
There's so many restaurants in Lumiose. And as far as I'm aware, you can enter all of them and you can't eat at any of them. And I don't get it. Excuse me, 2 more croissants, please. Eating quickly gave you... can quickly get... What? Eating quickly can give you indigestion, you know. Can you blame me? Their croissants are amazing. Could use curry, though. In my personal ranking of cafe croissants, they've always been at least a rank B, maybe even rank A. If you're going to order, then do it all at once. You're just making more... Okay, rude. Some of the staff here maybe have a tad too much fire in their belly for my liking. That's also a weird line. He's a French, of course he likes the cafes. Yes, I recognize that I just changed your comment from saying he's French to he's a French. It wasn't intentional, but I'm not taking it back. What? She's great. So, tell us, Quinn, what do you think of Naveen's Mega Scrafty? Well, I'm trying to think of a Backstreet Boys joke, but I genuinely can't because I know one song from Backstreet Boys. I'll tell you, though, if that's the battles I can look forward to, I don't want it that way. It was fun, I guess. Both of those are lies, but I'll take the lesser of two lies. That means a lot coming from you. The future's looking bright and strong for Team MZ. Oh, I'm gonna evolve Star U, and then we'll start using Mega Evolution too. Finally, I've found you. You are a design? Pardon the interruption, but would you happen to be members of Team MZ? Yeah, but who are you? My name is... Misread that for a second. My name is Lesbian, and I'm here on behalf of the Lumiose Society of Battle Connoisseurs. The SCP? But isn't that a group for the children of elites and socialites to share their love of Pokemon battles? None of the Hotel Z staff or clientele fit that particular bill. The events that the Society of Battle Connoisseurs holds are attended by more than merely children of elites and socialites, I assure you. But I digress. Would you kindly tell me which of you is Urbane, the leader of your team? Bullshit! Okay, first of all, I'm the leader. Second of all, if anybody's actually the leader, it's Lita, because that's funny. And she's the one who leads the meetings. Urbane is also there, but Urbane has not done a goddamn thing. Naveen, like, Urbane showed me around the city. Fine. But Naveen helped me get to Canary. Couldn't have done it without him. Lita has led every Rogue Mega expedition. She's the leader. Urbane's not the leader. And if we're being honest, I'm the leader. And this is Quinn. She's our stealth MVP. It's not really that stealthy. Nice to meet you. A pleasure. Now then, allow me to state my business. Lady Jacinth, leader of the Society of Battle Connoisseurs, wishes for you both to attend the Society's next gathering. To that end, I'm here to invite you to join us at Hotel Rishisme at your earliest convenience. With that, I'll take my leave. Those thigh highs are crazy. Like, is that your actual uniform? Or do you just wear that for fun? 'Cause either way, I feel like you should not be wearing that in public. I do hope that you'll join us. Who knows what might happen otherwise? Who knows what might happen? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure. I still don't exactly get what this group does either. He would not have survived Giovanni's Italy. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I didn't even see your previous the guy, the leader, the guy who almost got his legs broken by the French mob. Whom I took out, by the way, and Lita helped. Well, I didn't take out, I just befriended them. The French mob is actually pretty chill. I'm not sure. I still don't exactly get what this group does either. But let's check out Hotel Rishisme so we can, what do you say, Naveen? Or what do they say, Naveen? Share their love for Pokemon battles? Whoa, 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 hold up. You're not planning to go to Hotel Rishisme dressed like that, are you, Urbane? I mean, I was. No, that's a hard no. Think about it. This is your chance to rub elbows with stars and big shots and talk up Hotel Z. If you're gonna schmooze it up, you two gotta dress like you belong there. Help him out, Naveen. What, me? I got you now, Lita. Makes sense. Do your magic, Naveen. Alright, fine. For starters, let's try Boutique Couture on Vernal Avenue to see if we can find any suitable outfits. Got it. Meet you there. For the record, I already got that shit on. I'm good. This will be great. Charm those SBZs. Then maybe they'll come to Hotel Z next. Look, words are hard, okay? Yeah, having the, like, group of, rivals that they started doing with Pokemon XY, it was rough for a long, like, X and Y did not do it well. Sun and Moon, like, they didn't do it as much. There was still multiple, like, it was a group, but you still had your main rival, and then the others were just kind of there. But since then, they've, like, been doing actual groups of characters without, like, just a set rival. And every time they've done it, it's been getting better. Scarlet and Violet did it incredibly well, but I really like this group of characters, too. It's about... Been going for about 2 hours, 16 minutes. We have time to go to the hotel real quick. Or to shop, I guess, and then go to the hotel. Oh, wait, is this where I can finally access that one, clothing store that I wasn't allowed to get to? I've been waiting for access to Haute Couture. I am overpronouncing couture on purpose. Here we are, Boutique Couture. What they sell here would certainly suit a society of battle connoisseurs affair, but they'll have price tags to match, and they don't just sell to anybody. Well, I'm pleased to hear you admire the pieces I've designed. Who are you? Since you asked, my name's Asami. I'm a fashion designer. Do you know what I've always thought? People are free to pick out whatever clothes they wish to wear, but wouldn't it be grand if clothes were free to pick out the person who wears them? Though I doubt such musings would be well received by any customers. Or boutique. Actually, I wonder if you might do me a favor. Help me fulfill my dream of picking out people worthy of wearing my designs. Do this and the outfits are yours, free of charge. And to prove yourself worthy. You must have a Pokemon battle. Why? But why, though? Don't smile like that. There's one extra condition. You must secure your victory with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. That's the sort of trendy avant-garde Pokemon battle I wish to see. This lady's kind of a lot. Firmly agreed. But we came here with a mission. We've got to find good clothes or face Lee Desire. That would also be a lot. Time for you to shine, Quinn. Excuse me? You guys are... I am not buying clothes. I've spent all my money. You know what I haven't seen in a while? Mega Victory Bell. Kind of disappointed they never confirmed that Kalos went to war against Galar 3,000 years ago. I mean, I don't know. It's... I don't know that Galar would have been founded 3,000 years ago. I think there's room for the storytelling there, but I feel like going backwards in time for X and Y would have... I feel like it just wouldn't suit the kind of storytelling that Pokemon does. I feel like it's too much. Like, referencing that kind of stuff is one thing, but actively showing, like, a genuinely horrifying war, it doesn't fit the vibe, I think. Anyway, now you must defeat my Florges with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. Simply winning's not enough. Ah, well, that's perfect. I'm bringing a Poison type. Look, you want a Mega Battle? I'm just gonna start Mega Evolved, and you can deal with the consequences of that. There's surely nothing so vogue as a victory won with Mega Evolution. Uh-huh. Please tell me you have more than just the one Florges. Oh my god. It would have been funny to reveal that AZ's Napoleon but tall. I mean, Napoleon wasn't 3,000 years ago. See, it's always made sense to me why Legend of Zelda has a stunted timeline, but not Pokemon. Like, events are set so far in the past that it becomes really bizarre. Because, like, 3,000 years ago in real life, I'm sorry, but France did not exist in the way we know it, like, in any regard. So I feel like if they're gonna go that far back in time in Pokemon, they need to establish some kind of, like, what differences there are in the Pokemon timeline regarding the... I'll let you stop clapping in a minute. It's just... I don't know. It's historically so far in the past for humanity that it becomes a bit absurd. For Legend of Zelda, it's even more absurd because there's a possibility that the Legend of Zelda timeline takes place across at least 100,000 years. And that's absurd. Because the entirety of human history is approximately 6,000 years. Like, the first animals that could be considered humans evolved about 200,000 years ago. So, but for Legend of Zelda, it's a different thing because there's literally a magical curse involved. It was a weird choice with AZ. Most games don't really reference anything from, do anything more than reference events from 50 years prior. Yeah. I feel like setting AZ 300 years back would have been fine. 3,000 is absurd. Anyway. You are truly an heir to the stylish sensibilities that once swept our fair city of Lumiose. Oh, cool. Zelda's dummy? Ugh. Tears of the Kingdom and Skyward arguably contradict each other unless one happened and a time skip happened. My view has always been one of two things. One, you have the Skyward Sword timeline, where all of the events of the Zelda timeline come off of the ending of Skyward Sword, where they drop... like, they drop Skyview... No, what was it called? Okay, let me put it this way. There's two timelines in Skyward Sword. One set in the distant past, where they kill Demise there, and one set in the present of that game, where they kill the Imprisoned, who is just reincarnated Demise, basically. Or what became of Demise, however you want to phrase it. And so those two timelines lead to two outcomes. One is the entirety of the Zelda timeline, and one is Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. That's one idea. Or alternatively, my idea has always been that you have Skyward Sword and then a very short amount of time. They don't actually establish Hyrule in Skyward Sword. They just move to the surface. And then the child of Link and Zelda from Skyward Sword is Sonia, who then marries Rauru. And that Rauru is the same Rauru from Ocarina of Time, who was not ever stated to be the King of Hyrule, but very well could have been. And so I think those two are the same Rauru. And so the events of Ocarina of Time happen thusly. You have Link, the hero of time, shows up right after the king and queen are killed by Ganondorf. And in my idea, that king and queen were Rauru and Sonia. And that leads to the events of Ocarina of Time. However, in a timeline where Zelda comes back in time, Ganondorf doesn't kill Rauru and Sonia when he's pledging fealty to them. Instead, he comes back later with Phantom Ganon and kills Sonia. And then Rauru is still alive to seal Ganondorf. And that is the Fallen timeline. the timeline with the original Legend of Zelda game, Link to the Past, etc. So you have the child and adult timelines where the king and queen were killed, and then the fallen timeline where they weren't, and the imprisoning war happens. And that leads to Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. I am fully convinced that that is what happens in the Legend of Zelda timeline. That the Zonai were always there. Like, the Zonai were pre-Skyward Sword. Because, remember, Rauru and Minoru are not pure Zonai. They are Zonai hybrids. We never actually see the pure Zonai. Rauru and Minoru were left behind because they weren't pure Zonai. So I'm fully convinced that Rauru and Sonia were the king and queen in Ocarina of Time. They die, and that leads to the events of Ocarina of Time, which then splits into the child and adult time. However, when Zelda from Tears of the Kingdom gets sent back in time and is there, that gives Ganondorf pause and changes his plans and leads to the events of Tears of the Kingdom, or Tears of the Kingdom's flashbacks, which then branch into the Fallen timeline. I think that is the simplest way to solve the timeline, and I think it's very heavily implied by the cutscenes in Tears of the Kingdom. I play Zelda on Wednesdays. When we get through all the memories in that game, I'll walk through it as we go. Anyway, would you like to try on your new outfit? This better look good. Ah, shit. I got that shit on for real. Alright, fine, I'll wear it. But I'm getting my hair and makeup done. My pieces look absolutely marvelous on you. What about you there? Do you need anything? Nah, I got that shit on for real. This jacket's all the party attire I need. Belonged to my mom before she passed. That feels like lore I should understand, but I don't. Then that sounds like the right choice for you. Thank you for a beautiful battle and such a stylish spectacle. I hope you'll keep Boutique Couture in mind for all your future fashion needs. For my part, I'll continue refining my designs. Lately, everyone's been talking about this mystery designer named Naveen, but I won't be outdone. Well, how about that? How indeed. I appreciate you getting us access to the Boutique Couture's fine wares, Quinn. Needs a bowler hat? It does need a bowler hat. I'll see what I can find. If only I could afford them. I suppose I'll head back and dive into some commission work. You'll have to fill me in later about the fashion styles favored by the crowd at the SBC Gala. Alright, let's head to Hotel Rishisme. For what it's worth, I'm sure you'll make a splash no matter what outfit you rock up in. Going to a party in a suit and he's going in a cheap brown jacket. Yeah, he's kind of a loser. I don't know if you're aware. These are the options available at the fancy place. It's just... Oh my god, it's just the trench coat that you can buy at other stores. That sucks. I can do a boater hat. That looks terrible. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm buying that. I'll tell you what, though. I could buy some opera shoes. I mean, it's kind of what I've already got. What do I have in terms of socks right now? Just plain black? Eh. Yeah, none of those really... Wow, all of that clothing is trash. That is horrible. Let's see if we can find a hat shop. It's not a bowler hat, but could run a plaid trilby. I think the Bravely Brown works pretty well. What do you think, Garrett?
Sure.
XY had better hats, but where's the fedora so you can go? There is a fedora I could find. I'm fairly certain. I just have no idea where it is. And there are a lot of clothing shops. Yes? Okay, but why?
I got more volume yesterday for my trip, and then I went to Target today. I can't find it. I don't remember where the fuck I put it, and I kind of need it. Other than the triple over Bryce's car, he's probably not gonna appreciate that very much.
Yeah, probably not. Alright, sorry. I need a hat. That's a headband, and it looks bad. There's no hats. No hats. Hat, but bad hat. Beanie, not really couture. Those are glasses. There's gotta be a clothing store in this section. I just haven't found it yet. Because I clearly haven't explored this area very much. So I bet you there's a clothing store like right here. Let's head to Jean Plaza and see if I can find it through there. Oh, you actually liked it with the Trilby? Maybe I will run the Trilby. We'll see. I can go back and buy the Trilby. Here's City Hall. How the fuck do I get up there? Scatterbug over there. Maybe there's not a clothing store in this area. That's bizarre if there's not. There's just this huge section of the city without a clothing store. Huh. Oh, there's a Dedenne there. I already have Dedenne, I'm pretty sure. Game looks good. You're hesitant to buy it considering how easily they stopped supporting these games post-launch. I agree. But I'm not sure what support you'd want for this game. Like, Pokemon is one of the few game franchises that still exists where if they just release it and leave it alone, I will have no complaint. Like, don't get me wrong, Scarlet and Violet, I had complaints because those games were unfinished. That's a very different statement. I used the wrong move. These games are finished and play very well, but that isn't to say there's not stuff I could, like, obviously there's DLC coming, but there's no like worry about competitive or anything like that, because all of that's going to be coming with Pokemon Champions. Oh, hey, Pansage. So I just, like, in terms of post-game support, mostly being events, being one-and-dones, I don't like events. I don't like FOMO. And we have, like, some events that are going to be tied to the competitive scene of this game. And there's also supposedly an event coming with a Mega Diancie and Mega Mewtwo. So, you know, there's that to look forward to. But I guess I don't really care about post-release events for Pokemon. I never really got to do them until really kind of X and Y, but more so Sun and Moon. is when I started getting into the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire would be more accurate. So I don't know. We got a beret could work. Beanie, cap, and a bucket hat. The bucket hat actually doesn't look terrible. But I kind of want to run the beret. Unfortunately, they both look bad. They don't pair very well with this suit. And I don't think that Trilby is going to either. Yeah, no. Well, I am running out of stores to check. Post-release events never come back. If they come back, I'd be more likely to reset your game replayfully. Yeah, that's why I don't like post-release events. So in any game before the Switch, there is now the options of doing DNS events, and just you get the events because people found ways to hack them and fake the event. So that's, and they're legal Pokemon technically. They're just, you know, unobtainable otherwise. So, but I don't like that that's something the fans had to do. So I just prefer not having FOMO products, and with now the Kalos Megas being locked behind a FOMO event, being a competitive event at that is probably like my biggest issue in terms of the game itself, and not having to do with capitalism making the prices absurd. Damn. I swear there was a big-ass hat somewhere in this game. Oh, I haven't checked this one yet. There's one more clothing store to check, but I don't think they have it because I was here earlier. You know, playing through... Oh, there's other berets here. If I start BDSP again, I can't get Darkrai anymore, the Platinum suits. Oh, hang on, yeah. Well, I mean, you can get Darkrai in Legends Arceus and then transfer it over, I guess, but... Yeah, it looks like the Platinum outfits are just not available anymore. I guess, I mean, okay, BDSP is an easy one at least. You don't have to reset your game. You can just make a new profile, and that's effectively a second save file. So that's nice at least. Ooh. That dark brown actually works really well. Dark brown or maroon? What do you think, Garrett? The maroon matches the suit a little better. But the dark brown fits better with my hair, so it like just looks a little better with...
I really have no idea, dude.
Why must you fail me so often? I don't think the bucket hat really works. And the Trilby's too vibrant. Oh, the black one's alright. I think I'll run the maroon one. There we go. Alright, we are now all set. Unfortunately, we are coming up on 3 hours, so I'm not going to have time to do the next story event. Let me fly over to Area 15. We'll save in front of it. You think the dark brown works better? Eh. Oh, I'm already in Area 15. Well, that's not good. I'll have to maybe green for the earrings. Oh, hang on. Let me swap off of the... Let me swap off of those earrings, actually. Let me swap over to the studs. That does look better. What? That's not what I meant to do. There we go. That'll work. Alright, we are dripped out. And we'll be ready to jump back in when we get back. So, I do have to wrap up the stream for right now. I'm gonna go see Paranorman with my partner. And, I am gonna be doing a stream when I get back. I don't know exactly what time. It's probably gonna be around 7. But I don't know. If it ends up too much later than 7, I may not do one tonight. I may cancel tomorrow's stream and do it then instead. There was something else. Oh, right. I was going to do Marvel Rivals tomorrow, but I don't know. I may end up doing this instead. Sorry, Garrett.
You just play the game when you get back.
Well,
Rivals, I mean.
yeah, I know, but I also have to finish. I have to do the Batman thumbnail. Gesundheit. I have to do the Zelda thumbnail. I have to prepare a thumbnail for the Halloween stream next week. I have a lot of thumbnails to make too, and those take a while depending on what I'm doing. Like the Batman one's gonna take probably at least an hour and a half because I have to do 3D modeling for it. So I don't know. I'm gonna stop the recording real quick. Let me very quickly set up a raid. I don't know why I'm opening. I don't know why I'm opening Opera on my desktop. That's just gonna make everything run slow and it's not even gonna work. Okay, let's see who is currently streaming. So let's start with people that I'm following. Ideally playing the same category. Speedweasel is playing ZA. Tiamat Ruler's playing ZA, and A-Drive is definitely not getting a raid because they have 460 viewers. So, Tiamat viewer, Speedweasel. Both of them seem a decent ways behind me, so I could go with either one without any issues. I think we're gonna go ahead and raid Speedweasel, who is currently at the Fight Dojo, whatever it was called. Fist of Justice. But yeah, we are going to be doing another Pokemon raid, hopefully tonight. I don't know if any... The Pokemon raids have been doing... Pokemon streams have been doing really well on YouTube. Nobody's really watching them on Twitch, though. So, yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll set this up, and we'll go ahead and hopefully do another one tonight. So I will see you guys then. As always, remember to be gay and do crimes, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.